I've been using AI builders for a while now, and there's one thing that consistently frustrates me. The initial generation is usually pretty good. You describe what you want and you get a working app, so that part works, but then you need to make a change. Maybe the spacing on one section is off, or your client wants a different button text, or like something very small, so you ask the AI to fix it. And instead of just fixing that one thing, it rebuilds like half your page, your navigation breaks, elements move around that you didn't ask for. Honestly, it's quite frustrating. The issue is that most AI builders treat every request like a fresh generation. They don't really understand targeted edits. A lot of them don't. I've tried to use the tool Rocket.new, and they've built something that actually solves a big part of this in quite a different way than some of the other tools we've covered on the channel. It's called Precision Mode. And the idea is quite simple. So instead of describing what you want in natural language and hoping for the best, you actually use structured commands like slash commands that let you run specific actions. Things like updating your app name across all files, adding Stripe payments, or fixing mobile layout. The command does exactly what it says, and the add commands let you target specific files or components. So if you want to change just your navbar, you type add, and then you select the navbar, and then only that component gets touched. In this video, I'll show how to build a real product with Rocket.new, and specifically I'll show how to create a content platform, or like the beginning of a content platform for Hause Collective specifically, with both login system connected to Supabase for backend and content catalog, like you can browse through content, articles, videos, and so on. And there's even like AI quizzes and stuff. So I'll show how to build something like this quite easily with Rocket.new. They have over 100 of these commands available right now, and I'm going to build a complete app from a prompt first, and then show you how these commands work for making precise edits. So let me share my screen and show how it works. Okay, so you use Rocket simply by going to Rocket.new, and it's easy to create an account, and it's free. You get some free credits. And if you use other vibe coding platforms like Lovable or Replit, you'll see that it looks very familiar. You have like a big area in the middle where you can type your prompt for the app you want to build. And what I really like about Rocket is also like all the functions you get before it starts building your app. So you can import a Figma directly. So if you have a design in Figma already, you can use that, and you can also import files. So if you have any context like notes about your project, feature list, and so on, you can import that directly. You can also choose which frameworks and integrations you want Rocket to use. So if you prefer something like Next.js or React, like you can specifically choose that, and you can also choose that it should interface with I think GitHub and Figma, Stripe, OpenAI, Gemini. So you gotta learn the icons, but it's kind of what I also mentioned in the beginning, in the intro of the video. Like when you can actually choose like in a more explicit way which actions you want the AI to take, it also becomes more trustworthy. So what we'll do now, I'll put in a prompt for a project that will have Rocket built, and after it's done, we'll take a look at the initial draft, and then we'll go ahead and make some changes, some adjustments to the app within Rocket, and see how specifically we can get without any like other parts of the app being affected. So I worked with an AI, in this case it was Claude, to create a prompt for Rocket, because I have like Claude knows about House and our brand and so on. So I just told Claude that I want to make a community app for Hause Collective using Rocket. So I asked Claude to then write the prompt for Rocket based on its existing knowledge about the Hause Collective brand. So I did that already, and I will paste it in here. And I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but it's basically just about building a creator community platform, and it adds the color scheme and look and feel of the House brand, and the different features that it should include, like a a content library and so on. And I think in this case, I will actually not select anything. I'm kind of curious just to see what Rocket will choose as the best sort of viable approach on its own. So I'll keep it deselected, and then I will just press the begin button, and let's see how it goes. And it will start sort of interviewing you about the app. So it says I can certainly help with that. What would you like to build? Okay, so in this case, we would like to build is it a dashboard or is it a web app? Let's just call it a web app. And okay, so then it actually asks about the framework. So default framework, React, JavaScript, and Tailwind. I would have chosen that myself as well. So we'll just select use default framework. Okay, so that's pretty nice. So it's similar to Lovable. They integrate with Supabase as backends. We can always integrate with that later on. And I kind of like that approach for these sort of higher level vibe coding platforms where it's a bit more defined than something like Cursor, for instance, where it's completely custom. But in this case, they have the default Supabase integration, which is nice because you know it's safe and secure, reliable, and so on. So it's been working for a bit, and it has a follow-up question now. So select the screens you wish to build from the list below. I actually really like that it does this because it even says that token consumption is directly related to the number of screens generated. I feel like a lot of other platforms, they'll just go ahead and implement a whole bunch of things that you may not need, and then you end up spending a lot of credits on stuff you don't really need. So the fact that it asks is really nice. So we definitely want a landing page. Authentication, I think we'll save that for later until we have the Supabase integration. Content library, yes. Course detail, membership pricing, I think we'll save that for later as well. But member dashboard, we could mock that up. So I'll choose these, and then it's just build my web app. And then you can even get notified when the preview is ready, so you don't have to keep it open. So you just allow notifications, and then you can go for a walk or have dinner or get some coffee. So that's really nice. So it's currently in progress, and you can actually see in real time that it's writing the code, and now it seems to be switching to preview. So once it has sort of sufficient code generated, it will gradually show it in the preview. And it says, I build well-researched, well-designed, well-written, and functional solutions each time. Okay, that's a wild claim. Let's hope it's true. And yeah, we can see it works sort of in parallel on the pages. Guess we can see the code. Yeah, we can sneak peek at the code while it does this. I like the transparency that you can see everything going on. Let's switch to a new file. So we can now see that it's almost done with at least the previews. So it's only working on the landing page now, adding a lot of mock-up content, I see. All right, we have the first version, and definitely some brand stuff I need to fix. So it follows, so it's a bit more aligned with Hause Collective. I don't think I gave that many details except for colors and stuff in the initial prompt, so I didn't really expect it to be perfect. And that's also the point, because then we can test out these direct edit features. And let's see, we have the front page with some example, articles, membership, and let's see, we have dashboard. So I guess this is simulating someone logging in and then having access to courses and different material. Let's see, library. Okay, so like just a general content library. I don't think it, yeah, it didn't create my account. Okay. So let's do like a very simple example first. So let's say, okay, library. I noticed this one, it's kind of like the spacing or the margins are not correct. So we can press edit design up here. And then let's say we select this one like that. And then up here, like we can actually directly edit, like we can say edit spacing, edit style. So we can actually put in specific values, even go to code, and then it highlights the code, which is quite nice. But let's say we want to, so yeah, we select this, and we can also just ask for quick changes from the AI. Instead of going through an entire like prompt over here, we can just ask for very quick changes based on this context alone. So let's say, please move down the header as it's being obstructed by the filter menu, something like that. Let's see. So if we send this, and so it actually adds it here with the like this specific div as a context. So let's see if it gets it. Seems to have gotten it. So yeah, so it looks much better now. So all content, it's perfectly aligned. And yeah, it's pretty convenient. So I guess I didn't check this, but I guess doing it this way also spends way fewer credits because the context becomes a lot smaller. Another really cool feature of Rocket is its direct integration with Supabase. And to those of you who don't know Supabase, it's basically a really nice and convenient backend that just works out of the box. So you can store all your information, whether it's for your website or your app, in Supabase, and it provides all the endpoints so that your app can work as the front end and just basically call endpoints in your backend and retrieve all the data in real time. And there are a lot of extra functionality as well, like AI integrations, and they even have direct like basically live stream of events, so you can make real-time apps and so on. It's just a really nice infrastructure that just works, and it has all the security. You can create login and stuff through Supabase as well. So back in Rocket, all you have to do is to go to the like press the integrations menu, or it will sometimes also suggest directly in the chat that you should add Supabase. But in the integrations, you simply press Supabase, and you can connect it with your account. So first of all, you just, of course, go and create a free Supabase account if you haven't already done so. Press connect, and it opens a new tab where you can authorize Rocket to access your Supabase account, and you simply press authorize and get some more cookie warnings. And now it's been connected successfully. And we don't have any project right now, so we just press create new Supabase project. So the project can just be Hause Collective, and I type a password, something very safe like password 123. I'll delete it afterwards. Region, I guess Stockholm works fine. Right, and it's connecting the project now. So it's been connected, and what we can do is that we can simply ask Rocket to push all the like if we just say we want to use this placeholder content for like if we just want to push the placeholder content to Supabase, we can just ask Rocket to push all current content, even placeholder content, to Supabase and make sure it has a good data architecture. Something like that. So let's see what happens. So it says, let me set up a solid data architecture and seed all current content into Supabase for you. And at some point, we'll actually be able to go to, let's go to the project here. So you can see it's created in Supabase. And I don't know if it has started already. No, it doesn't have any tables yet. But once it's done, we should be able to go to Supabase and check out the data structure it's made. So it's now done. And as you see, we get an error. But I think these errors are related to the fact that we haven't pushed it to Supabase yet. So it's created this schema, and it says it's ready to push to Supabase, and then it just later fails because it realizes that it hasn't been pushed yet. So all we have to do is to press the button push to Supabase. And let's go and check that. I think we can close this now. And let's go and check Supabase if anything was pushed. And see, we can see the tables appearing here. So we have, for instance, courses. And it's gotten the data already. Comments, no comments, of course. Modules, FAQs, instructors. Of course, all mockup data. But yeah, it's all pushed here. So that should be great. And then even some suggested follow-ups like add login and register screens, user profile and setting screens. So let's try to just add login. So it creates a prompt and we send the prompt. Okay, so it has now created authentication and integrated it with Supabase. So let's try to press sign in. So it has a sign in screen and I can create an account. Let me just quickly fill out this information. Okay, so let's try to create an account. And we're logged in directly. So let's try to go to Supabase and see if it's actually been created. So we press user profiles and we can see we have an entry here for my account. And yeah, so that seems to work. It even has support for avatar and all, and which subscription tier you're on. So it brings all the logic from the app as well into Supabase. So yeah, so that seems to be working. Now let's go to the like the specific way you can actually prompt it by using the sort of the text commands that that Rocket has integrated. So if we go to the sort of prompting area, you can see you can always ask the AI, or you can type an @ or a / to access respectively, like for the @ is if you want to select specific components to work on, or the / is a commands menu. So so let's just try both. So you basically get access to files and folders, and you can select a specific component that you want to make a change in. If we instead use the /, we actually get this menu of a lot of different options for basic settings that are common for most projects and websites and so on. So the first one is brand and identity. So if we press this, you can see we have these functions, these default functions like update app logo, update app name, change app theme, add light, dark modes, and so on. So obviously we need to change the logo. So let's just try to update app logo. And I just quickly copied our logo as SVG from Figma. So let's see if I can just paste in the SVG code like this. So basically we have the command update app logo, and then we put in the SVG, and let's just try to run this and see what happens. Oh, okay. So it needs an actual logo file. So let me just quickly export it. So let's try again. We open the commands menu, select brand and identity, update app logo, and then I just simply drag in the logo file here. And let's try to run this and see if it updates the logo. All right, and we have the updated logo. So so that's great. Let's see what else we can do from commands. So let's see. Animations. Could actually be nice to have some page transitions. Let's see. Okay. So there's even like one for updating content specifically. So that's pretty nice because then you can put in new text and know that it will not affect any of the functionality or any of the looks, like you just instructed to update the text content. And remove, that's pretty nice as well. Let's first try just to add the page transitions, and I'll try some of the other features afterwards. So let's try no explanation. Let's just try to run this command and just to test now, like there's no transition. It's just like switching between pages. And in case you're wondering, they do have a dark mode as well. And I'll just switch to dark mode because I actually think it looks a bit nicer now that the app is also in dark mode. All right, so it seems to be done. Let's test it out. So we press dashboard. Yeah, and we have a nice, need to fix the blinking of the logo, but that's a minor thing. Otherwise it looks pretty nice. Okay, so so let's keep on trying some of the commands. So let's see, language features. I guess we don't want to make it multilingual yet. Integrations, AI features. Okay. Quick fixes. I guess we can try the fix layout issues. I guess this is like a command that automatically fixes any spacing issues. I don't see anything critical, but let's try it just for fun to see what it does. Okay, I don't think it did so much. So let's say, let's try the let's see, the add element feature. So so in this case, it basically adds an element on the current, like the page that's currently open. So you don't need to like type, oh, please add this thing to this specific subpage, like, you know, all the kinds of explanations you start doing with AI normally, because now it just knows this page is open. So let's say we want to add a poll, could be quite nice, or like a quiz. Add a quick interactive AI quiz at the top before listing the content. Something like that. Let's see if it understands. Okay, so just a small issue with the, let's try to fix that first with the margin. So so we just do the same thing as before, edit design. Then we ask for a quick change, fix top margin, enter. Okay, it still didn't fix it. Let's see, let's try again. Let's select the outer element and then say fix top padding. So the nav bar doesn't cover the top of the quiz. And then actually I also want to change the background of the entire, so it becomes more like a section on its own, so it doesn't feel like it's on, because otherwise it looks a bit weird with the menu here. So we say also change the background of the outer main container to let's say a lighter gray, so it's a section on its own, something like that. Let's just try and see. Okay, that's better. A bit too much padding now, and it didn't really change. I think it changed. I think it changed the wrong background, but doesn't matter for now. I'm just testing it out. So let's try to start the quiz. Okay, quite nice. Which AI tool is best known for generating images from text prompts? I guess that is Midjourney. correct. Midjourney specializes in creating stunning AI-generated images from text descriptions. All right. Oh, it has 3 questions. What does prompt engineering refer to in AI? Building AI hardware, crafting effective instructions for AI models. Next question, which AI capability is ElevenLabs primarily known for? That must be voice synthesis. Yep, see results. Okay, 3 out of 3, try again. I guess it's, yeah, it's the same ones. Okay, so let's try this again. Edit design, and we select this one. Change background to lighter gray and revert back the background of main all content area to dark gray or black as before. I guess it can do that even though this is selected of like, let's see if it can still tweak the other. I mean, it could before when it changed this. So I guess it can do that. And I think probably the issue is like it still selected this, but the issue probably was that it's like maybe like the CSS class, like a Tailwind class or something, and then it just inadvertently affected the wrong element. So that kind of stuff will of course happen sometimes. Okay, so it changed the background here, and this one didn't change, but that's fine. We can. I mean, it also looks quite nice with this one. And then I just wanted to. Actually, I think it could look nicer if this is not like a box inside of this area. So let's try again just for fun to say edit design. And then say make the quiz box integrated in the main area background. So it's not a box inside a container. And decrease top padding a bit. It's a tad too much now. Let's see. So I think this is really the power of Rocket, that you can just sort of make these micro adjustments, and obviously not everything will be perfect from the beginning, but at least you have way more control. If this was like some other tools, like you would usually just do it in the main prompt, and you wouldn't really know if it also affected something on the front page dashboard or like whatever, like. But here you have this sort of micro control, and I know some other tools do it as well, but I think this is just particularly well implemented, especially also with the commands and different selectors directly within the chat. So you have sort of this precise selection utility, no matter how, like, where you interact with Rocket.new, whether it's in the prompt or directly on the page and so on. Okay, so now we have the issue again that it's just a bit too little. So the top padding is a bit too small. Improve the layout so it looks a bit neater and cleaner, something like that. And then after it's done this, I'll also just show the the direct styling edit tools, because obviously it does make so much sense to sit back and forth with 20 pixels, like when you can just edit it directly. So, but it's just to show how easy it is to have this sort of conversation with the AI. Okay, looks a lot nicer now, I think. So you can start the quiz. Yeah, this is how I wanted it basically. So let's just see for fun if I select this and then margin. Can we actually? Yeah, so we can actually increase the top margins. Put just values directly here. Padding. So it already has 96. Let's try 150. Of course, too much. I think this like 100 is perfect. So of course, this is the easier way of doing it. Oh, even has background advanced. Okay, you can even edit the Tailwind classes. That's pretty nice. Oh, and it even made this one sticky. So actually it becomes sort of like a banner at the top, which is nice. And then when you scroll down, it becomes sticky when you then scroll through. And I guess we could even make something cool to say like edit design, and then we select this and say make a nice liquid glass backdrop blur effect on this menu. Something like that. So it definitely needs a bit of background, but other than that, it's quite nice. So let's just edit again and say reserve the black background along with the liquid glass effect. Okay, so it's black again, and let's try to scroll down. Yeah, and we have this nice backdrop blur. Okay, let's see what else we can do. So layout and structure. So say update content. This is probably the simplest one. And if you have if you do this for a client, it can almost become like a CMS system for them. I don't know if Rocket eventually would consider making like a version of sort of the backend system, or like the vibe coding system that's where it's only possible to do text change. I think that could actually be quite valuable, because then when you create a website for a client, you could share that sort of text edit only mode with the client, so they can just talk to the AI about changing and updating the content of the website without having any without any risk of any of the design or functionality actually being changed. That could be an idea for Rocket, I guess. And so update content, specify which content you want to replace. So let's say we want what do we want to change? Let's try to be very specific here. I would like the second course shown in the library. So this one specifically. So I would like the second course shown in the library page to be about open source AI models instead. You can add mock-up content for that, including a fitting image or graphics. Okay, let's try. So let's see if it actually then updates this one specifically. Seems to be correct. So definitely changed the right one. I think it made some kind of AI image perhaps. Okay, so open source AI models, a complete guide. Dive deep into the world of open source AI models, including Llama, Mistral, and Stable Diffusion maybe. Okay. So so that's really, really nice. It could specify exactly what to change. And I think especially clients would love this, so they don't have to like fiddle around like a WordPress system or a stock CMS system. They can just like have a conversation with an AI and update their website in real time. So definitely could be cool with a client-facing system. Pretty cool. I like it. And it's really nice to have like very direct control over everything. So that's the workflow. We started with a single prompt and got a full app with pages and everything, like the whole structure. And then we made some targeted changes using the different commands, like layout adjustments, updates to the text. Each edit did most of the times what we asked for, like it respected the integrity of the existing work. So that is really the difference. When you can trust that your edit will only affect what you specified, then you can actually move quickly. You're not second guessing every change or checking whether something broke somewhere else. For me, the value here is predictability. I can work with an AI that generates things what I couldn't work with, or at least I guess I was forced to, but I couldn't imagine still working with what would be an AI that kept surprising me every time I ask for a small change. So these commands from Rocket.new remove this uncertainty. You know what's going to happen before you run it, at least most of the time. And you still have, of course, full ownership over your code. You can export everything, deploy it to your own hosting, push to GitHub, connect to custom domains and everything. Basically the usual stuff that you'd expect. So If you want to try it yourself, just head to Rocket.new. If you make something very interesting, please drop a comment below. If it's public, just post a link to it, and I would be happy to check it out. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye-bye. If this video inspired you, please like and subscribe. And have a great day. See you soon. Bye-bye.